What's up, guys? Brady Burks here at Pheasant Run Ranch. Just wanted to kick this thing off. This is our first vlog, video log, blog with a video, farm tubing, whatever the correct term is, we're doing it. I've been watching a lot of guys' channels lately and thought this is something that I wanted to do as well. Wanted to join the craze. So today we're just going to do some odds and ends things around the ranch. Try not to touch our face and wash our hands. So anyway, follow along. Here we go. So my wife and I own Pheasant Run Ranch. We live here in north central Kansas. We're gonna go fill up some feeders and things. It's that time of the year. We're getting ready for turkey season. We farm, ranch, have a hunting lodge. We have quite a few irons in the fire, that's for sure. We have a lot of irons in the fire. We do a lot of things out here that you'll see following along. It's one reason we decided to start a channel, you know, because we do farm, we do have a hunting lodge, we have a private label beef company where we sell beef and chicken and pork with our neighbors who are pig farmers, which I'm sure you'll see in some videos. We have a hunting lodge where we guide upland bird, deer, turkey, you name it. Dove hunts there. We're a pretty niche operation, you know, because we do a lot of things that are pretty different, pretty strange to some people. So what we're doing today, we're gonna fill some feeders, check some cameras for some turkey hunting spots. What we're doing right now is not really trying to pattern anything, but really just trying to take inventory on all of our farms, because the next thing that we'll be guiding is spring turkey hunts. So we want to make sure that we have enough turkeys to guide, and we're going to do that today. We're going to show you how. We've got a deer feeder here. Every once in a while these things get plugged up. You got to come out and scoop them out. And deer and squirrels and things will knock corn out on the ground for turkeys, but a good way to get them to come around and to keep them coming back is the good stuff. How we manage our farms is for hay and cattle and upland bird hunting. So a lot of our farms are like native grass CRP, big stands of grass like you can see behind me here. But we try to dual purpose manage a lot of things. So this right here would be a good spot for turkeys. We have a food plot that we'll come in and plant. We'll make sure this is really green. Winter wheat, oats, things like that. Turkeys really dig in the spring. It greens up faster. We spread out, we have a feeder here, but we spread out sunflower seeds. Turkeys like to pick and scratch, so you want them to come here and eat, but you don't want to make it so easy that they come in here and destroy it all and leave. So you have to make it kind of hard for them to get it, otherwise they won't keep coming back. The other thing we're going to do here is change the batteries in some of our trail cameras. We have these cellular trail cameras on a lot of our farms for the time being. They work pretty nice, instant results. So change some batteries here. Now every state is different, so just like the throwing out the sunflowers, just like throwing out the sunflower seeds, having deer feeders full, in the state of Kansas, you know, rules are always changing daily and by states, but currently we are allowed to use cellular trail cameras. We are allowed to feed wildlife. We don't hunt over that traditionally. We typically won't come back and fill up that feeder or anything for deer or turkey. We'll let the food plot do its work, but it is a pretty big tool when you're trying to just get a feel for what's on the property. So there'll be people in the comments be like, oh, you can't do that, or, well, every state's different, and we do monitor the rules and regs because they do change year to year, month to month, things like that. So. Gated community. We're gonna take a quick walk in here. We can drive the Ranger a lot closer to some of these feeders and food plots, but we're gonna look for some sheds here real quick. You know, it's this time of the year where deer are dropping antlers and things, and kind of like to pick them up and keep track of where deer have been and things like that. And so we're gonna use this time to talk a little bit more about myself. So I come from a family of farmers, grandparents, uncles that farm, commodity farmers, pig farmers, sheep farmers. I've got a lot of family that has been involved in agriculture, but where we're at now, it's actually just me and my wife running the place. So about 4 or 5 years ago, I was going to school at K-State, and I got an opportunity to come out and manage this ranch and hunting lodge. And within the last couple years, had the opportunity to actually buy it from the previous owner. And so now here we are. My wife is from Western Kansas. I'm from Northeast Kansas, and we joke about that how we're right here in the middle now in North Central Kansas. So part of this video log series is, you know, I'm consider myself very fortunate to be able to do what I do, and you know, I know that there's a lot of people out there wanting to get their start in agriculture, or think that if they don't inherit a farm or different things that they can't do it. And I really hope that these videos maybe not necessarily inspire somebody, but get people thinking differently about agriculture, and that, you know, there's a lot of avenues, there's a lot of lanes. You know, you don't have to just farm corn and beans. Nothing against that, because we do too. But, you know, there's a lot of things that, you know, to think about that can be worth your time and make you a living. So that's a little bit more about me. To answer your question, yes, I'm out of shape. But part of why I'm huffing and puffing, I'm trying to whisper and walk and talk at the same time. Let's try and not go over our boots here. Oh, man. Close. I know we're not hunting right now, so it doesn't matter the level of my voice, but I do try to walk in the woods quietly. I don't like to disturb a bunch of stuff. I don't want to shout and spook a bunch of deer or turkey or whatever. But anyway, the second reason I started this channel is I want to get people connected with their farmer or rancher, you know, especially with the things going on in the world right now, which I'm not going to talk about in this video. It's interesting time to be alive, but, you know, I want people to start to understand that we're out here and we're working, and, you know, the things that we do are okay. We have kind of a negative connotation a lot of times. Same thing in the hunting industry. Guides and outfitters and things kind of have a negative light sometimes. Hunting sometimes has a negative light. And through this video series, I hope to shine some positivity on hunting and farming and ranching, and also show the various different aspects and avenues of farming and ranching. And like I say, just kind of get people back in touch with their with the farm, with things that, you know, are pretty well used to be common sense. So that's the second reason we started this channel. Boy, look, there's been some turkey or deer in here. Look at all that. Third reason that I started this channel, this video series, is for fun, man. I used to film and take a lot of pictures when I was in college. Was making a little bit of money at it, was traveling around and trying to make a living doing it, and I've kind of gotten out of touch with that. I mean, I still take pictures and things here and there, but I kind of want to get back into taking pictures and filming and couple it with something that I love, like hunting and farming and ranching, and so yeah, just because it's fun. I think it's gonna be fun. Maybe it's not fun. I don't know. Maybe some of my fellow YouTubers can tell me if it's fun or not. And maybe I'll just look like a total doobner and somebody will get a laugh somewhere and brighten their day. Who knows? So many possibilities. As we're out here shed hunting, some turkeys just hammered over there. Just gobbled. Look at these turkeys strutting. Dang. It's hard to see, but we're out here. That's what we're doing it for, man. Check them out. Apparently, they don't know that turkey season is canceled. Let's see if you guys can see that. It's not canceled. Oh man. Little green field, little sunflowers. Let's see what's using it. You can already tell the deer like it. Look at all the tracks. Dang. What's up, guys? Brady Burks back here again. It's a new day. We did a few odd job things yesterday. It started to rain, so we kind of put the camera away. We're new to this, so it's kind of weird carrying a camera around all day, trying to do things. But already today, the sun's shining. As you can see, it's a new day. Still on the odd job train, so follow along. Started today with moving the mailbox. We used to have it down at the end of the drive. Moved it up here to the front of the drive. Doing a little landscaping. They had to back up too far when they pulled in to drop off the mail, so we moved it down here so they could pull up, drop off the mail, and keep on going. Doing a little landscape around the barn here. Had these REA poles, putting down a weed mat here so that we can start beautifying the property, if you will. Got a bunch of old rusty barns, grain bins, things like that, but we're going to take pride in it and try and clean it up. So few little landscape things we finished up yesterday before the rain, or started to finish up, and today's a new day, so new projects today. Here we go. So the wind quit blowing today. If you know anything about Kansas, that's all the wind does is blow, but we're gonna spray the yard here for some weeds. Disclaimer, I do not have auto steer on my Ranger. We're making the best of it. Today we had, everything's drying up enough to start doing some spraying. The wind's not blowing as bad, or really at all. We say it's bad, it's Kansas, the wind always blows. But anyway, what we're spraying today, we're gonna start off by spraying my yard and the lodge yard, taking care of broadleaf weeds, henbit, dandelion, things like that. People would argue, like, dude, you live in the country, why are you spraying your yard or maintaining your yard? But when you run a business like a hunting lodge, guys want to see things looking nice and tidy, and we like having a nice striped out yard, even though we don't have neighbors or people driving by to look at it and admiring it. But that's what we do. Then we'll come back, we'll reload the sprayer with some Roundup, and go spray some CRP for some cool season grasses. We'll show you what we did there and why we're spraying some of that stuff. But we're heading up to the lodge now. I ain't a new windshield. So here we are, here's what we're spraying. Little broadleaf weed action. All these guys, we're gonna nuke them. And then when it warms up, we'll have like a golf course of a lawn. Hard to tell, but things are greening up fast here in Kansas. I see some other guys out there, it's awfully muddy, and that's normally us, but Not this year. Pretty fortunate. We had a pretty mild winter, but still got some moisture via rain and different things. But yeah, so we're gonna go back and forth here and spray out the yard. All that purple, get rid of that. Like I say, I noticed some dandelions starting to start up, so we're gonna take care of them now. Weed and feed. They're looking good. Cash and I are going to call it a day. This is probably going to be it for this video, guys. Pretty beautiful day out, but they already closed down I-70 west of us for snow, so bet these ladies in the calving pen will keep us up tonight. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate it.